Hey everybody, it's Chuck. Hey, this week Catherine and I, we have created a bunch of videos and put them all together for a list of shoulder exercises that you can do for prehabilitation work and that you can do maybe as a warm-up too. Even people with a healthy shoulder can do this kind of stuff so they maintain a healthy shoulder. Usually we have all of our guests do these types of exercises in one form or another. You don't have to do them all in a row like we have listed here, but this is just some different tools to put in your toolbox and some different ammo for your arsenals. All right, enjoy. Thanks, you guys. Okay, guys, so it's going to be a little loud because Jenny Rue is throwing some weight around out there. But anyway, this is the first one that we normally have our clients do. Really simple, internal, external rotation. If you're stronger, go ahead and grab a stronger resistance piece of tubing. You want to get external rotation as well as internal rotation. I'm doing external right here. Do not move the shoulders at all. You should really just move from the shoulders. But what I mean is don't twist the shoulder girdle. You're not twisting the spine at all. You're just rotating from the rotator cuff. That's what I mean here. I'm going to do maybe 10 to 12 on each side. The towel is important, or something to abduct your arm about 30 degrees away from your body. It looks so stoic. Next here, abduction away and abduction, adduction and abduction away from and to the body. Keep the arm pretty straight here. Again, I'm going to do maybe 10 reps or so. I'm really going to feel it until I just feel warm. This is another version of external rotation also. And this is important just so long as you keep the elbow down from the shoulder. Do not lift the elbow up higher. That's asking for a world of hurt. Now notice the position of the spine here. I have a lumbar curve in the back, keeping the chest up, and I'm in like my deadlift position when I get down there, roughly. I want to be strong in that position, so most stuff I do that involves hip flexion and extension of the hip, I'm going to be mindful of staying in that neutral spine position. Elbow needs to stay down from the shoulder. It's important. I'm going to beat that to a dead horse. You lift that elbow up too high, you're going to end up impinging the shoulder. Next one here, greatest piece of equipment that's come around in the last 10 years, TRX. Shoulder blades stay together, up into a Y. Shoulder blades still stay together. Do not let the hips drop, up into a Y. Core stays nice and tight. Next is a TRX row, keeping the shoulder blades pulled back and together. Shoulder blades back, don't collapse, and don't let the hips drop either. Again, I can go into external rotation. Pull, hips up, external rotation. I'm going to hop on a massage table here. I'm going to get a ball. I want you guys to look at the position of my hand here. It's orthopedically correct for the shoulder. Going out to the side, turn the palm forward. Again, that's a little bit more orthopedically correct on the shoulder. All the way up out to the side. And then forward, I'm going to put my palm down, forward, keeping the elbow relatively straight. I have kind of a right side shoulder injury here. Now this one is great to have in your arsenal also. Pull, rotate, press, rotate, and down. Watch this again. Pull, external rotation, press, keeping the scapulars somewhat together, internal rotation, release, and down. Next, man, that's a sexy beast right there. External rotation. Very simple. You don't need a lot of weight. I do about maybe 8 of these and my shoulder just starts to burn and fry on both sides. Very important. Next, ABCs. Maybe use a 10-pounder or so. That's it. Not too heavy. I think I'd make it to the letter F here. Okay, this one coming up here, this is definitely one of my favorites that you guys have to have in your toolbox. You'll see how I just kind of rotated my pelvis. I'm trying to push my lower back down to the foam roller. I'm also trying to do my best double chin as possible. And I got to be mindful of that the whole time. Keep your chin down, lumbar spine down. I'm going to try to get my arm all the way back behind me. I'm going to do 10 reps and touch the fingertips down to the floor. After I do my 10 reps with the arms, I'm going to switch and I'm going to do 10 reps with the legs, 10 leg raises. Now there's a balance component here also, and you just got to be mindful of how the core is firing throughout the whole. You can't see her, but Holly is at the window. Hi, Holly. Knee up over the hips. I'm going to do 10 on the legs, 5 right, 5 left, and then I'm going to go back to the arms. I'm going to do 3 sets. Once I'm finished with 3 sets of the arms and legs, I'm going to roll to the side, and my lumbar, spine, and everything should just sink right into the ground there. Okay, moving on. This one comes from the FMS from Gray Cook, the functional movement screen. This is a corrective exercise, half kneeling position. I'm going to do maybe 8 reps or so. I need to work on my biceps a little bit more. I'm going to switch legs nice and carefully, going back into half kneeling position, keeping the arms straight, and I notice the position of the hands again, staying in that neutral position. Okay, moving on. Another awesome piece of equipment is the BOSU. And the prime mover here, the prime movers are really the obliques here, but the shoulder is stabilizing, and you're still working on stabilization first and mobility second. And this is where mobility comes in. You're trying to kind of stretch out and rotate the thoracic spine and really stretch the thoracic spine. The more mobility you have in your thoracic spine, the healthier your shoulder is going to be. So I like to do these in this sequence right here. Coming up, this is another one from the functional movement screen. And the importance on this one is the foam rollers that you see underneath my legs here, because that is going to help your glutes fire externally. You really want to press down on those foam rollers and fire the glutes externally, just like you would on a clean or on a snatch or any. My alarm just went off here. Clean, snatch, or any movement. You want to actively engage those external rotators. I can also drop the PVC. I can do this without the PVC, going straight up and out into a wide position, keeping the shoulders, elbow, and wrists in contact with the ground. Contact with the wall. Now the final one here, this is again another one from Gray Cook and the functional movement screen. I'm going to drop over to one side here. I'm trying to keep the shoulder complex in contact with the floor. I don't want the shoulder blades to come up at all, not a bit. Now you can't really see my palms here, but they're rotating up and down. So if I go over to the left side here, my right palm is up. If I go over to the right side here, my right palm is up. So the opposite hand elevate, the opposite palm faces upwards. That's it, you guys. We'll see you next time.